Facebook and YouTube. So I have a green screen behind me so they can actually see my banner. So I hope everybody's having a great Monday. And we got some stuff to talk about. Okay, we really do. So I'm gonna go ahead on and get to the beginning of everything. I think I'm going to try to turn this camera around so that y'all can see when I put what I put. So hold on. Let me see how I turn my camera around. And hey, everybody, if I'm missing you and I didn't say hello, I'm not being funny. I'm trying to get this thing to work. Y'all know I do not work good with this phone that well. Let me see. Bam. Okay. So then y'all can see what I'm doing. I don't want to do that. Okay. I don't want to do that. All right. Okay. At least now I know I can do it. Okay. All right. So, hey, Genteria. Hey, Chantel. How y'all doing? Happy Monday, everybody. Y'all know, of course, I'm going to try to run down the rundown of what happened over the weekend. And then, of course, what I got hit up with all in my inbox all today. So it's a couple things. I'm going to give, let me see. Hey, sis, how you doing? Okay. I'm gonna go ahead on and see if y'all have any questions before I even start. Hey, Miss Mango Skin, what's going on? Okay, good. I ain't got too many questions. Hey, all right, good. I'm glad y'all are all here. Oh my gosh, I have 133 people watching from you from TikTok. I have never had that many before. So hey, okay. Let me let y'all know. Hey, Allison, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. All right, so let's do our normal rundown. Let me run through my four major topics, and of course I'm gonna take y'all's questions. Let me see if I can all right, so of course let's start with this child tax credit really quick. So a lot of you have hit me up and said I ain't get my money, okay, or you didn't get all your money. That is going to happen between now and the end of the year. Y'all know y'all getting one more, okay? Y'all getting one more child tax credit payment before it is over, because we're next going to go into tax filing season. All right. A couple things. If someone else is claiming the child and you did not give them permission, you can fill out an ID theft form, but you also will need to fill out a payment trace form. Okay. I have those links if you need them. Again, y'all know to send me a message on my Instagram, and I'll send you the link list. All right. Those forms are on there. You need to file and turn those in. Why? Because in order for the IRS to pay you payments that you did not receive, they need to know where the money went. Okay. So if you don't want to delay next year getting your tax return, just like they're doing now, it's good to have some of these things worked out. Okay. So if you already know that somebody should not have been claiming or getting any money for the kids, that's something that you need to report. All right. If you find that somebody's receiving it and cashing it and they're telling you they're not receiving the money, you need to do a payment trace form so you can find out where the money is exactly. They will let you know. Let me take that back. The IRS will not let you know that somebody else cashed them. But they don't want no drama, okay? They don't want people out here in these streets fighting. But if they find out that it wasn't you and it didn't go to your bank account, or you can't verify these places that the checks were cashed, then they will take their own action. They are not going to leave it up to you. They're not going to tell you what they're planning on doing. They're just going to do it, all right? So next year, when you get ready to file your taxes, you although it's supposed to be where people can alternate, the IRS did say that you can file even if someone else claimed they got the money and they weren't supposed to. So let me explain it. So if you're married and you have in your divorce decree that we're going to file the children every other year, but IRS doesn't know it and they allowed the person to receive the advance checks that isn't supposed to claim them in this coming year, then the IRS is saying if that is happening, then you, the person who should be claiming it, should still file, although The person that should not have gotten it still did. They still want you to claim because they will work out the rest in the back and they'll give you the money. Now, I don't know if that's going to delay anybody's tax refunds because we haven't gotten into the new tax season. I'm just letting you know that if someone else got it and you feel that you should have, then you can still file that on your taxes. Okay, you can still claim that you did not receive any other payments. Yes, it may put that it's going to give you the whole total credit of $3,600 or $3,000, depending on the age of your child. And then what they're going to do is issue y'all those. They're going to issue the check to you, and they're going to work it out behind the scenes. And if anybody owes, y'all will find out some kind of way. And more than likely, you're going to receive a letter saying you owe, and then you're going to have to justify whether you should have gotten payments or you shouldn't have gotten it. But that's why I'm telling you guys to do those forms, because that's less work you have to do, because they will already see that you reported that somebody else got the money when they shouldn't have. So I'm all about being proactive. So that is what the proactive thing to do. Do not wait and let them send you a letter saying you owe them all this money, and then y'all come to me crying saying, what do I do? I'm telling you now, fill out the IRS form 3911, which is to do a payment trace. And then the IRS form, I believe it's 14398 or 14378, but it doesn't matter. I'll send you the links. But that is for ID theft. If somebody else claimed and they should not have, and they shouldn't have been. Okay. So that is on the child tax credit. Also, check your portals. I implore you guys to do that every month. Although your money been good, it may have been coming on time, it may be in the right amount, you haven't had no issues. December could be the month that it's gonna mess up for you. So I'm telling you to go check. When the first of the month hits, check to see if they got your right information. See if they changed anything. The computer's been doing a lot of stuff. So you want to make sure that you don't miss out on no money. Then that's what you need to do, is just check. It don't hurt. Put it in your calendar. You only got one more month left to do it. Okay. And that's for December. Okay. So someone says, this my sister says, can you tell me why I didn't qualify? My son just turned 18. And so if your son just turned 18, and now let me tell y'all, this is me guessing on this answer. Okay. I'm basing this off of what I have seen already. I've seen individuals who have 17-year-olds who are getting ready to turn 18 in the upcoming year. A lot of those parents have not been paid. Why? My best guess would be is because that child has turned 18 and the IRS rather underpay you than overpay you. Why? Because people don't like to pay them back in the first place. So I believe that if you didn't get it, it's because the IRS knew the child was going to turn 18 and they rather you file taxes and get your credit than them overpay you and then have to worry about you paying them back. Okay. Some of y'all are going to see that it says you don't qualify. That doesn't mean that you're not going to get any money at tax time. You still will. It just meant they didn't want to send you any money during this refundable period. Okay. And then one more thing, and then I'm gonna look and see if y'all got any questions, because people have just been saying this and I'm like, I've been saying this the whole time. This is an advance, y'all. So this is an advance on what you're going to get next year. So this money that you've gotten, whether it's $250 or $300, that full $3,600 credit or $3,000 credit, you're not going to get that, because a lot of y'all have been paid already. So you're going to get half of that when it comes time, tax time. Okay. So some of y'all going to be getting $1,800 and some of y'all are just going to get $1,500. You're not going to get the full amount of $3,600 and $3,000 because you got paid advance payments. All right. So it is an advance. All right. It says that, but a lot of y'all don't know, didn't pay attention, I'm telling you now. Okay. So let me see if anybody got any questions before I move on to the next. And again, let me say this. I'm sorry. Please tag, share, like, follow, hit the bell. They make us do all kind of song and dance to get y'all to follow. And I appreciate y'all doing that. But if y'all would, I would appreciate it. If you don't follow me here on TikTok, please do. And same here on YouTube and Facebook. Okay. The only way we're going to keep growing is with your support. And I appreciate that I have y'all here with me on Mondays. Okay. Hey, Alfonso. Okay. Let me see if anybody asked me anything. What is the income cap? The income cap is 125,000. 125,000 for single and 250,000 for married. believe me, if you are above the income cap, you would have not gotten any payments. If you've been getting paid now, more than likely you're gonna be okay. All right. Let me go to my next. I didn't have any questions there on TikTok. Let me see. All right, so let me go. All right, so we talked about taxes and stimulus really quick. Nothing changed. Y'all know I always like to do my recap first, and then I get to the good stuff. So taxes and stimulus, nothing has changed. I had somebody send me a screenshot from the news. I just want y'all to understand that all of y'all gonna see from now until the end of the year. Why? Because it's a holiday season. Okay, you're gonna find that you're gonna see a lot of clickbait when you see stuff that says 100 million Americans are gonna receive stimulus checks. That is just y'all refunds that y'all did not get paid. There is no fourth, fifth, sixth, or any other number higher than that stimulus. Those three you got is it. There is no more money. So if you see anything saying that there's some money coming to you, that, especially if you're saying from the federal government, that is only going to be the money that you have not received yet from the IRS, whether that is your stimulus or whether that is your tax refund. And yes, people are still receiving their tax refund and their stimulus checks because they have not. And I say this every Monday, and I know I'm going to get this after every show. Yes, there are still people who have not claimed their stimulus. I'm going to continue to tell you guys, you got 3 years to go out here and get this money. It's not that often you're going to find that the government going to owe you. Okay, so while they're giving you the 12, the 6, and the 14, if you know someone, they're incarcerated, or hell, even if you want to just amend your taxes and take somebody off so that they can get their portion of the money, you still have time to do that. You have 3 years to claim the stimulus money. Okay, and 3 years to file your taxes. But I don't want y'all to wait 3 years. Okay, there's no sense of waiting. It actually does not help you at all. You actually get hit by not filing on time. Jessica says, I just received a letter saying I didn't qualify, but then received a $500 deposit. You will find the IRS will send you out stuff in the mail, and then it doesn't match what actually comes into your bank account. I go by what's in my bank account, and I keep those letters and I leave them to the side. I would suggest highly, Jessica, for you, you should, and this is for anybody, y'all need to start getting access to your IRS account. Now, a lot of you probably think, I don't even have an IRS account. Yes, you do. All you need to do is go and register at irs.gov. You will need to have either a credit card, a student loan, or a mortgage. I think the IRS needs to change that. And if anybody's watching from the IRS, please change that, because a lot of people do not have credit card, a mortgage, or a student loan. And if they do, a lot of them don't even know their account numbers. Okay, so but if you do have those 3 things, please go and set up you an account so that they can verify you, and you will be able to see everything that the IRS gives you. So if they give you that $500 and you got that letter, all of that will show in your records. Okay, so I would advise everybody to go take a look. You will be surprised. Go and pull your tax transcripts. You'll be surprised. Go and look at those types of things. Those are important. This is the stuff people are saying about you. This is, you may have gotten something in the mail and didn't even know that you didn't got it. You didn't receive it because somebody threw it away. Okay. So, we have a lot of people that do that. They got notices, had no idea that they got them. And then now the IRS is coming after them and trying to put liens or levies on their things because they're not paying. Okay. The summer EBT. That's gonna vary by state, but as it stands, I haven't seen them talk too much about that for the summertime, and we're not even in the summer, so I'm not sure about your question, Shanice. You may have to send me a message offline because summertime is over, but I'm not sure about the summer because we done passed it already. Kids should be back in school getting and if they get qualified for EBT, they get EBT. Okay. Let's see. The child tax credit stimulus is based on what? The child tax credit stimulus is based off of your 19 or your 2020 taxes. So whoever claimed kids will receive it as long as they are under the income gap. Okay. All right. Let me see. All right. Let's jump to the SBA really quick. I don't know how many people have applied recently, but I'm going to tell you a couple of things that has changed from when everybody did it in the beginning. Now you do have to have your taxes. Before, people guessed they did that because when they first came out, we were in the middle of we were at the end of a tax season, and it wasn't ready for the new tax season. So the SBA did not require that you upload or have your information matched. But now when you do the EIDL loan, and remember, it ends December 31st. Okay, so December 31st, there will be no more SBA EIDL money. It will still be all the other SBA loans, but the emergency disaster one, that goes away December 31st. Okay. You will need to have information from your 19 and your 2020 taxes, and they need to match. Why? Because they are going to pull your taxes from the IRS. And if the IRS doesn't have it, they're going to request a 4506T, which gives them permission to get your information from the IRS. So it needs to match. Also, it'll ask you how much you expect to receive. Now, here it goes. When you put in your information from the taxes and all that stuff, the cost of goods sold, all that stuff that they come up with their calculation, it's going to automatically tell you how much you get, how much the max is. If you try to go over that, it will be denied. Not your loan, but the answer, the answer you input in that box will not work. For example, I did someone today, it came out to be $29,400. They asked, what was the amount that you'd like? I put just put 40,000. Let's see what happens. It will not let you go past. You have to go 29. You have to take that quote they give you or less. That's all that you could do with the SBA EIDL. They took out a lot of that extra stuff that they did not need to have in there. So I found it to be a lot easier when going through it, but you do need your tax information and it should match. I also will tell you, before you apply, please check your address before you apply for the EIDL. You want to check your address. And why? Because you need to, and I'm going to try this. I'm going to put this up for y'all here on the YouTube. I'm going to show y'all, but y'all need to make sure that your address is in a low income area. And y'all saying, well, how do we find out we're in a low income area? And I'm going to show y'all. So give me 1 second. I'm going to pull this up. And then I'm going to show y'all. Y'all know I'm always trying something new, right? So I wanted to show y'all that I tried to actually prepare a little piece. So I took some information. Let me see what that picture is. Oh, great. So now I don't see it. I know, right? It's okay. I'm going to come back to it. So when you do the SBA map, you need to be in the purple. All right. A lot of y'all probably like, I don't even know what you talk about, but I'm going to show y'all in just a second because I found it. And this is somebody's actual address. Sorry. Don't worry. Ain't nobody coming to your house. But I needed to have an address so that I can show y'all what it looks like when you do it. So give me 1 sec. I'm just going to come up and I'm going to show y'all on TikTok too if y'all want to see. Okay. Right. They're making this a little difficult. So we're trying something new so we can make this one a little bit more interactive, but also so y'all can have some, y'all can visually see what I am talking about versus me trying to explain it all the time. It definitely helps if I can do it in a different way. Okay. And I'm telling you, the devil is a whole lie. I just put that picture up there and now I can't. It's not even there. All right. We're not even finna. Okay, so you just need to be in the purple. All right. So I'm not even finna waste too much energy on this because it ain't gonna do nothing to make me mad. All right. So we just gonna move on from there. All right. I'll come back to the picture. I just posted on my story. Okay. Okay, so I think that's it for SBA. Let me see if y'all ask me anything. What if you didn't receive the child tax credit and you were eligible? Then you will have to claim that money at tax time. If you did not get your full credit, you could get it at tax time. That's basically what they're gonna do for y'all. Okay. Believe me, they're not trying to not pay you. They just don't want to overpay anybody. Okay. Okay, so we can go off of the SBA. We'll do this PPP forgiveness really quick. People are still not filing their PPP forgiveness, and I do not understand why. Okay, don't be scared. Okay, I can help you do it. All right, if you have not filed your PPP, you should be getting notifications from your bank Now, SBA being real nice right now, and they're not telling us when the last day for the PPP forgiveness is due. Okay. And usually when they don't tell you, that tells me that they're going to surprise you and tell you probably the last day on minute when the last day is. And so instead of having to worry about not meeting that deadline or having to pay your loans back, because once your loans go into a pay status, if you haven't done the PPP forgiveness, then they ain't no talking about I missed it, let me do it now. The SBA, you'll have to appeal to them to give them a good reason why they need to leave that window open just for you. But if you don't have a good reason, once your loan hits pay status, that is it. You are in pay status and you will have to repay that loan, period. Okay. It says, is there any additional money coming this month? No, there's no additional money. That's another thing that keeps coming across on the news. That's that clickbait. I'm telling y'all, they're gonna be clickbaiting y'all like crazy because they need y'all to be distracted. They ain't no unemployment money, the child tax credit gone, which means what y'all gonna do in January. Hopefully some of y'all get out and file your taxes early enough so there's not too much of a break in pay. But they know exactly what they're doing. Please do not fall for the okie doke. No, the only people that will be getting additional money in child tax credit, that's if the IRS catches and they did not pay you for some previous months. They may double and triple it and send it to you in a large sum payment, but that's not guaranteed, okay? And if you had the IRS portal where you can go in and look at your account, you will be able to see that because all transactions will show. So you will be able to see that if you can create your own account, but a lot of people cannot, okay? All right, so that is that. All right, so I did do something different. Let me just show. And I know you guys probably won't. And that it's not PPA, it's PPP actually. Okay. All right. So I'm just showing y'all, and I haven't showed this to the people on TikTok. They can't see it, but I'm gonna try to put this up for them. But I wanted y'all to take a look so y'all can see some of the stuff that is going on. Now this just happened. Matter of fact, this is happening right now, if I'm not mistaken. What is it? Hold on. No, this is not happening right now. This one is to Saturday. Okay, hold on, y'all. Y'all right in my face. My bad. Let me see. Okay, so this one that's for Saturday. That you could go and get a turkey or a chicken if you're in Fellsmere. They give sides, and basically it's first come, first serve. I went and looked, and I didn't even see no requirements that were going to be difficult. So I can't see why you wouldn't be able to partake in getting you some turkey. I don't know if y'all seen these prices, but turkey is up, my friends, okay? It's very expensive, and we don't have time for that. So if you can go and get your hands on some free turkey and some sides, I would tell you to go and get you some of that, okay? And if anybody needs those, that should already be in my story so that you'll be able to see it. And I'm going to put up the next one, and I think this one is happening right now. Matter of fact, it's ending. So I don't know. But if y'all know somebody that lives in Gifford, you about to send them on out real quick. Send them on over there to get that free turkey. Right now, they're doing a giveaway. And that is going on right now from 5 to 7:30. And it's about to be 7:30. So that is about to end. But I did want y'all to see that was taking place. Okay. Let me go. I'm gonna look at y'all questions in just a second, TikTok. Okay, so let me get this thing back. Sorry. Okay, and I'm gonna look at y'all questions on Facebook in a second. I just don't want to miss anything. So I try to put up a lot of stuff that I wanted to talk about, but I wanted to show y'all. So which one is this one? Okay, so if anybody is in the Tampa area, okay, right now, and it's probably hard to see, but I'm just letting y'all see that right now United Way is open, and they are allowing individuals to come and apply for a grant. Okay, so let me let y'all know with this infrastructure plan that Joe Biden has just signed, there is going to be some grant money that is going to come to states. I already saw the allocation of what they plan on giving to each state. Florida is getting like $3 million dollars. California, of course, is getting like the most. They're getting like $6 million, but it's going to go to the states. And if you are a nonprofit or you have a nonprofit, you will be able to apply for those. It is called it's not a community block grant. I'll talk about it more, I think next week. I may have it in here to go over, but there is going to be some grant money coming. Okay. But that's why you got to have a nonprofit if you want to get it. Give me another second. I want to talk about, is this the one? Okay, hold on, y'all. Oh, okay. So this one is pretty awesome. Let me show y'all this one. I'm very, very excited about this one. I don't have anybody that lives in this area, but if y'all know someone that lives in Gainesville area, I believe that is Alachua County. If the individual got their first felony after June 1st, if they're released from jail after June 1st, or they are released from prison after June 1st of this year, they are doing a trial run on President Biden's plan of where they are trying to equip individuals who are incarcerated by giving them money to be able to get on their feet. So this program here, they are giving the first month $1,000 a month. Then after that, it is $900 a month for a full year. Okay. So that's quite a bit of money. And all you got to do basically is just call and sign up. All right. If you want more information on that, I will send it to you. I have not seen a lot of other states do it. I just saw this being posted last night. I am sure there are going to be other states that are going to be doing it. It's just Florida's just probably the only one that just mentioned it, but they are trying to give individuals who have, not such of a clean record an opportunity to start over by giving them some money. All right. So if you know someone, please pass the word. And let me see. Yeah. Okay. Let me look. So PPP is the Paycheck Protection loan. That's gone. It's over with now. So you don't have to even worry about what it is no more because you can't get it. Okay. Let me see what y'all saying over here. Thank you, Monique. I appreciate that. Janet says the ID me is a pain to get verified. Yes, it is. I do have a number to ID me. If you cannot get through for the child tax credit portal, send me a message and I will send it to you if you need it. And Monique says, what are all the SBA loans? The SBA has quite a few loans. They have 7A loans. They have CAP loans. They have micro lender loans. The SBA is basically trying to help all small business owners with putting some money in their pockets. I can tell you this, if you don't file taxes on your business every year, if you aren't making any income, because a lot of y'all do file on Schedule C, but y'all show you don't make any income. And if you don't have your business set up properly, you're not going to get any money from SBA. They are very, very strict getting money outside of an emergency. So this EIDL is a blessing for a lot of people because nobody probably would have been able to get any money like they gave out this time. And when you go for their regular loans, they are very hard to get. Okay. But they do have quite a few, Monique, way more than I can say, but they do have a lot. Dahmer says, how do I find out about my refund? I didn't receive it yet. It was amended. We have amended. Where's my amended return? So if you want to know where your amended return is, then all you need to do is just go to Google and type in where's my amended return, and the link will pop up on the IRS page. IRS closes at 9. Okay, so after 9, that site ain't gonna work. But you can go on there and check to see where your amended return. If you find that it says nothing, you can call them. Sometimes it's behind. Sometimes maybe they didn't receive it. It could be a lot of different things. So don't just sit back and wait for months and months and months. And then you get mad come, April when you don't have it. So find out early, even if that means you got to sit on the phone and wait. Sit on the phone and wait. Okay. And find out where it is. Chris says, thank you for info. You do a great job. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. What does it mean when the IRS portal says it's processing and no payment has been made at this time? I'm assuming you're talking about the child tax credit portal. Basically, you're probably not going to get any money. So you're just going to need to, you can keep checking, but I would tell you to plan on claiming your full child tax credit at tax time next year. Okay. Shelly says the summer PEBT for Florida. I had heard that we will get it this month, but not sure. Okay, see, I haven't seen anything about that. I will go on DCF's page and I will let you know. I will put a post if I find out that if it comes this month, but I did not hear anything about that. Okay. All right. What do I do for bank charge interest on PPP already forgiven? You don't do anything. If the bank charges interest for a PPP loan that's already forgiven, you don't have to pay it. That interest is transferred to the IRS. If you look on the letters that you received, for those that did get your loan forgiven, you will see you probably got a loan for $20,832. But when the IRS actually paid the bank back for giving you that money, they probably paid $21,000 and something. Why? Because it was interest. Why did they charge interest? Because we don't have a PPP forgiveness loan date, and every month that the IRS that the SBA doesn't pay the bank back, they're accruing interest. So the bank is actually charging the SBA interest. It does not go to you, so don't worry about it. That is between them. Okay, they gave you the money, you did what you were supposed to do with it. Let them handle it in the back room. Okay. Shelly says, I haven't received my taxes yet, but I just received my first child tax credit payment. That's really stupid, but I'm not surprised. If you haven't gotten your information yet, then that just tells me that you are gonna get it late. They owe you. I'd rather them owe you than you owe them. Okay. And I don't know how to say that. Lily Olds. I was talking about the loan and the grant, actually. Okay. All right. Let me see what else I had to show y'all, because I did have some stuff that I wanted to talk about with y'all. Okay. So I'm trying to look at this by squinting a little piece. Okay. So hold on. This is about to come up and I want to show y'all. So is there a grant to help fix your home? But they ain't giving it out. They got a grant. They just haven't paid it to nobody yet. All right. So y'all can see right here. If you're in Fort Pierce, they do have a free rabies clinic on the 28th for the dogs, for your cats, for your pets. Okay. I'm not even going to turn the camera around for that. I'm just going to put it up on my story for y'all. So that's on the 28th. All right. Of this month, you're in Fort Pierce. They are having that. And since we're talking about Fort Pierce, and I know some people that are watching are probably not from Fort Pierce, but I just have to make this statement really quick. If I have anybody that is watching that is in Fort Pierce, I don't know if you guys have seen, and a lot of you in your respective places where you live, you are going to see it. There has been a lot of money that have been issued to states so that states can now build low-income housing, okay? Let me say in my own nice way, these are going to be the new projects. Okay. Y'all know how you have in New York City and Chicago and all those big places up north where it's the projects, but it's in a building, tall buildings. That is what we're going to start seeing, especially in Fort Pierce. Let's talk about Fort Pierce. They already have a new housing development that is on its way. Looks nice. Look at the floor plans. If y'all happen to go, I will put it up on my story. I went and looked at these floor plans. They are super small. And the rent is going to range from, I believe it was $400 to $900. And these are studios all the way up to 3 bedrooms. Now I know a lot of y'all are like, great, this is what we need because we can't get this Section 8 and we can't find no place that'll accept my Section 8. But I'm going to tell you the downside of it is your neighbor is going to be somebody you would not normally want to live next to, because you're not going to be able to control who you live next to and what they're going to do. And especially in Fort Pierce, the heavily populated African-American community is right by the downtown area. And if y'all should know, in every place, Black folks live by the water or we live by the train track. We live in places that are great for businesses to come and build. And so what they're going to do, they're going to take you individuals that live in Section 8, you individuals that are renting, you individuals that are in housing. And they're now going to make you think putting you in this nice new place, because it's new, is going to be the bomb. And what they're going to do is they're going to move y'all out. They're going to mow your houses down where you used to stay and build new stuff for the rich people, condos, all that kind of stuff. And they're going to just put you in a small community, which is going to be the new hood. Okay. Now, I say all that to say, please don't let the glitz and the glam fool you. Because you know, you live by some people and you give it 5 years, it's going to look trashy. And you're not going to want to be living there. So I say all that to tell y'all that you need to work on your credit if you have not. Y'all know I'm a big proponent of talking about credit. I don't even advertise that I do credit. I just push that you need to fix it. You need to definitely start working on it for this upcoming, this new year that's coming, because you guys need to get ready to buy something so you don't have to have anybody telling you where you have to live, because that is what's going to start happening. You don't have to believe me. Watch, if look in your areas, look how apartments are popping up all over the place. Some of these apartments are now going to be low income because they have to have that. And they're going to move all the worst people, and they're going to be in there where you live with your kids, okay, and your family and your grandmas and all that. So think about that stuff coming up, all right, because it's definitely coming. All right. Hey, James, how you doing? I'm glad you're here. Thank you for coming here right when you got off work. We appreciate it. And again, if y'all haven't followed, please follow. I appreciate that. Let me see. I just want to see if I missed anything. All right. Any grants for New York City? No, there is some grants, but let me tell y'all who has them. All right, let me go through this really quick because y'all know I don't like to keep y'all. So we went over the turkeys, we went over the prison thing, the thing for the puppies. Y'all probably don't care about this, but I'm gonna let y'all know because a lot of y'all are not into taxes. All right. But for the next tax season, the standard deduction has increased. Now, y'all probably like, okay, well, let me tell you why that matters. It matters because you get to keep more of your money that's not taxed. Okay. So for single individuals, your standard deduction is $12,950. Last year, or this year, when we did taxes this year, it was $12,400. So you got an extra $550 that the IRS can't touch. So why does this matter to you? Because say your income for the year was $13,000 and you're a single person. The standard deduction is $12,950. So that means that the IRS can only tax you on the $50 that you have left over. So that's great. So the higher they make these standard deductions, the more money you get to keep in your pocket. All right. So, and if you're married, the standard deduction now is $25,900. Last year it was $24,800. So it went up. Okay. So that's more money that you get to keep in your pockets. All right. So y'all may not think this stuff matters, but when y'all come get y'all taxes done, at least by me, and I do them virtual for anybody that's watching, we make these things make sense so that you know how to keep more of your money in your pocket instead of giving it to Uncle Sam like you have been. Okay. What else has changed? Another thing that has changed, the tax brackets. Okay. So y'all probably like, what's a tax bracket? Well, in order to know how much percentage you're paying taxes. So for example, in individuals that make $10,000, they only pay 10% of their income. Okay. Now they tell us that the more money you make, the more money you pay in taxes. That's not true for rich people. Okay. Because rich people make a lot of money and they find ways to get themselves down in the lowest tax bracket possible so that they don't have to pay a lot of taxes. And that is what you guys also need to learn how to do. You can also not pay any taxes to the IRS. Now, yes, it might be hard for us to go to zero like Jeff Bezos, but you can pay way less than you have been if you know how to plan for taxes, if you know the things that you should be doing with your money throughout the year so you don't pay that much. It don't take that much to figure it out. You just gotta want to know so that you can keep more of your money. All right. We don't have to always have kids to get a tax return. Single people can get a nice tax return too. Okay. One more thing. Okay. So next year, there's going to be a large increase for Social Security. It's going to be about 100, anywhere from $95 to $125 per person increase if you receive Social Security disability or Social Security, right? Now, and this came out last night. Of course, this is always in the news, come out late at night when nobody knows. Now there's a new Alzheimer's medicine. Now, some of us don't even get Alzheimer's, especially some of the people who are on disability probably don't even have Alzheimer's. But because this medicine costs so much, that now that medicine is going to eat up at least about $25 of your increase. So you were going to get $125. Now you're looking at it getting 100. And for those that were going to get about a 90-something dollar increase, now you're going to get a $70 increase. So next year, and I'm saying this now, and I'll be saying this again in the next couple Mondays, so you guys know, but when you get this increase, it's not going to be as large as you thought, because now they have something to write down that increase you're getting, because now they have a new medicine that has gone up, and they have to cover that for everybody. Okay. Now, if there's more medicines and more things that are going to cut your increase, I will let you guys know. But this is the largest one so far. Okay. Let's see. If you live in Miami, and these are all going to be on my story when I finish. If you live in Miami, this actually opened today. Miami is giving a grant. So not every place is giving grants. Right now, the state of Michigan is doing grants, and the city of Miami is doing grants. City of Miami is giving out up to $25,000 to business owners. This is the second round. They have leftover CARES Act funds money, and so they're going to take applications. It starts today and it closes. They didn't put a close date. So that's good. So they didn't put a close date. So I will tell you to, and I'll put, like I said, I'll put this up in my story so you guys will be able to see it. And if you see me on Instagram, you'll be able to see it there too. Please apply for it if you live in Dade County, or if your business is in Dade County, so that you can get some of this money. Okay. Let me see if y'all ask me any questions before I go. I'm almost done. I just got a couple things. Let's see. Where can you go to get help paying your mortgage without losing your job? Why would you lose your job for getting help with your mortgage? If anybody is behind on their mortgage, okay? Now, of course, call your mortgage company. That's the first thing you can do, because a lot of mortgage companies have hardship programs. A lot of them have mortgage modification programs that you can sign up for. You have to qualify for them though. Okay. All that does is lower your payments, and then they put whatever that you did not pay on the back of your mortgage. So you end up still paying it. You're just not paying it right now. You could call your mortgage company. Now, if you have a VA loan and you got your mortgage through the VA, then you can call the VA, and the VA will work with you on a mortgage modification. They got a bunch of awesome plans that you can do, way better than the ones that we have out in the traditional world. But if you're a veteran and you have a VA loan, they got great plans to help you get on your feet. Everybody else, you got to call your mortgage company, or you can always file bankruptcy. And if you file bankruptcy, then you force your mortgage company into doing a mortgage modification. Now, let me tell you, I'm not an attorney, but I'm a bankruptcy petition preparer, and I have helped or referred people to where it is that they need to go. And so if your mortgage company is not working with you and they don't want to help you out, and you falling behind, please don't lose that house. There's no reason to lose it when they have government programs that were designed to help you keep your stuff. And all of them, Ezra, will not allow you to lose your job. Now, if you lose your job because you did something to keep your home, then you need to find you a lawyer so you can sue, because that don't got nothing to do. Those two things have nothing to do with each other. So you should not have no issue with that. Okay. So if you need any assistance though, please, y'all can always hit the link in the bio, or you can message me and I will send you the link. You can book a consultation and we can talk about it. All right. Everybody's situation is different. Let's see. They started paying me the child tax credit, and then it stopped. I went on IRS site and now it says pending. What do that mean in your idea? They're re-verifying that you were actually supposed to receive it. If it keeps saying that, then you'll just have to get your money at tax time as well. All right. So you're going to have to wait just like everybody else. Unfortunately, you're not the only one. The one for Miami. Yes, that's the only grant that they have for Miami. Michigan is doing grants, but it's for people who it's an agricultural grant. Remember, I just told y'all there's grant money coming. The states are getting a lot of money in this infrastructure plan, and some of that money is going to go towards grant programs. It's a community services something. I'll have to look it up, but it's not the community block grant. It's another type of grant. But remember, grants are usually through nonprofits. I did see that LLCs and things like that can apply. But what's going to happen is this is like a temporary grant. Once the state of Florida actually gets the money in their hands, I'll talk more about it. I don't like to talk about it until it's here, so I can send you to the website. But basically, what you're going to do is just apply, and it's like some of it may be in the form of a loan, but from so far from what I see, it's just going to be a grant. And most grants are going to be given to nonprofits. So if you do not have a nonprofit, you may find that you're not going to get any of this money. All right. Now, let's talk about credit really quick. A whole bunch of stuff going on with that. Okay. So I'm telling y'all, if y'all have not fixed y'all credit, I'm just letting y'all know stuff is going to change very soon. All right. They are, these senators, these congressmen are trying to force the Federal Trade Commission to take over credit reporting. Basically, they want to put credit reporting into the hands of the government and out of the hands of Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Now, some of that can be great for some of y'all, and then again, some of that might be bad. And why? Because a lot of people, especially a lot of people that work or watch me, get some type of government assistance, some type of government programs. And why would you want the same people knowing everything about you? They already trying to go in your bank account. They're already going in your Cash App. Now we want them doing your credit too. I don't want that to happen. I don't mind the government having oversight, but I do not want them to take it out of the hands of the private credit bureaus, because that messes up a lot of stuff. Okay. Now, since we're on credit, I did tell y'all that I was going to talk about Dana Chanel, the girl that is her and her husband, they do the jumping jack taxes, they do the curl Bible. She does a whole lot of stuff, right? If you guys do not know who I'm talking about, then you can look up Dana Chanel, Dana Chanel, Chanel. You can just type that in Google and you'll see every article that has come up. They just beat this poor girl up all weekend long. If she did it, she did it. Okay. So the only reason I want to talk about it is because I know a lot of people will read stuff in the newspaper and they get the information messed up. And I want to keep y'all together and keep y'all straight. Okay. So basically she is, she's been reported several times by her customers to the Attorney General's office. Now, y'all know, if you watch me enough, I'll tell you all the time, if you're not satisfied or you're not happy with how somebody's treating you, handling you, you feel like they're price gouging, whatever, that is what your Attorney General is for, to complain. That is like the main person you go to when you want to complain, because they actually have the authority to bring a lawsuit against the person that you are unhappy with or who is doing people bad. Now, yes, you can go to the Better Business Bureau, but they don't sue, but the Attorney General will. And in this situation, she has had several complaints of taking individuals' money and not producing the services, not giving them what they paid for. I mean, just a whole bunch of stuff. All right. But the only thing I wanted to talk about was the credit piece. Okay. Because there are people that are suing her for credit. And I don't want y'all to read the report and go, oh, somebody charged me for credit and they made me pay up front and now I'm going to the Attorney General. I do not want y'all going to turning people in because y'all don't have the full information. Okay. Now, I know nobody else going to tell you this. I'm probably going to be the only one, and I fix credit. So I'm going to say, can somebody charge you for credit up front? The federal government says no, but the state says you can under certain exceptions. Okay. So she is being brought up for taking individuals' money and not doing or providing the service at all. She's not mailing any letters off. She's overcharging people, not answering, not returning calls, all of that. That's totally different. That's just being negligent. But if you go and you get your credit fixed, or you're thinking about getting your credit fixed, there are two things, maybe three, that you should be asking about. Now, most of y'all know I keep it real and transparent. So my customers come ask me anyway. It don't matter. I'm gonna tell them straight up. The person that fixes your credit should have a bond. Okay. Now I know y'all probably like, what? A surety bond. And what a surety bond is, it protects them in the event that you sue. So in Florida and probably most states, they only require you to have a $10,000 bond. No different than if you were a cleaning person. If you have Molly Maids or any of those people come to your house, they're licensed and bonded, because if something happens and the customer comes home and slips and fall on a floor from something they put on the floor, they need to be able to sue, and they sue the bond, not the person. So if you are watching and you are a credit repair person, or if you think you're in a business that needs to be bonded, you need to find out, because people now that everybody's still in the house, they ain't got nothing but time to pick up the phone and lodge complaints and sit on the computer and make complaints. Okay. So if you fix credit, you need to have a $10,000 bond. And if you are getting your credit fixed by somebody, ask them, do you have a surety bond? Because you need to know, if this person doesn't make good and they took your money, you at least need to know you could get your money back. The second thing, they can take your money up front, but what they need to do, or what is supposed to happen, is once you pay them to get your credit done, you have 3 days to cancel, and the money that you pay them goes into a bank account. And that money is not supposed to be touched until the work is done. That way, if you're not happy, you can ask for a refund or a partial refund, and they should pay you. You notice a lot of these places, they don't want to pay you for a refund after after you're not happy with what they do. They say, oh, well, now it's no refunds. They need a surety bond, because at least you could go after the bond and sue to get some of your money back. Okay. So those are the two things. And you also need to find out if there's a cancellation. So those are the three things. Do they have a bond? Where is the money sitting in the account? So if I'm not happy, we could talk about getting a refund. And then 3, what's your cancellation period? Is it 3 days? Is it 5 days? Because after that cancellation period passes, it is a little more difficult to get your refund in full, as in 100%. But if they didn't do any work or you're not happy, then yes, y'all can probably negotiate getting something back. All right. So she is under fire. Basically, and on the credit piece, she did a bad job not taking care of her customers. And she did not make them aware of any of that information. And and I read the whole case, and it's just messy. And she's gonna have to end up paying a lot of people a lot of money back. So I don't know, again, if y'all know who I'm talking about, but I just wanted y'all to know that please don't go out here and start complaining on your credit repairs and saying they charge me up front. They can. The state says, the federal government says they can't, but the state says they can. And when it comes to law, the state supersedes the federal when it comes to situations like this. That's why you don't go to Joe Biden and complain about fixing credit. You go to your attorney general from your state. So the state takes precedence over federal. All right. So I wanted y'all to know that. So she's in trouble for a lot of that type of stuff. But if you're getting your credit fixed, they can charge you. Just ask them some questions so that you're clear. When I hear that she's charging $1,800 or $350 a month, I'm like, damn, I might need to go up. Somebody came to me after getting beat for $2,500 to get their credit repaired. It don't cost that much, y'all. Okay, it don't. It really does not. Okay. So if the price seems too high, you might need to go someplace else. That's one thing. And you need to see if they got some damn results. That's why I don't advertise, because I let my customers speak for them. I let them tell the next person. Then let them refer me to somebody. I rather you come to me as a referral than you just hearing me or seeing me say something, because I want you to be able to see what I can do. And the best vouch you could get is from somebody else you did something for. Okay. And if y'all haven't checked my story today, okay, y'all can check my story. I had somebody that signed up last month, and we got those collections off, and his score went up 146 points today. And Credit Karma, even though we don't like Credit Karma's score, but it is at 691 on Credit Karma, which tells me he's a strong 670. Okay. So that's great from somebody that was a 4 something last month. All right. So it can be done, and you can get people who can do work and actually care about seeing you on the other side. All right. And not just patting their pockets. Maybe that's why I'm so cheap. Okay. But because I actually want to see y'all exceed, not like some of these other people. They get way in over their head and then they lose it. All right. And I'm gonna check y'all comments in just a second. Let's see what we got. Hey, Miss Melvina. Oh, y'all, it's some new grants that are out too. Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all those in a second too. It says Florida Rental Assistance Portal isn't working after I submitted all of my information and spoke with them, confirming it's in its final page. All right. So if anybody's using our Florida, they're saying the portal isn't working. I would tell you to check with them. Although the portal might not be working, that does not mean the documentation did not get through to them on the other side. Okay. So check before you reapply, so you don't not sending them double information. Okay. Sorry that happened to you. Thank you, Betty. How you doing, girl? And Betty's one of my, we did some work together. Okay. Yes, a number to reach me. That is so good, right? I didn't even put my number out. So it is. I'm gonna put it here in the comments so y'all can see it. You can call me. Y'all here on TikTok, y'all can hit the link in the bio and it'll give it to you. Let me say this. Let me keep going. What time I got? I need a time person. All right, 7:57. So I'm trying to get this done quick. The IRS has, if you owe any money to the IRS, this is pertaining to your credit. There are two companies. I'm gonna put this on the story so y'all can see. But there are two companies, and they are Performant and Pioneer. Now, if you see any of those two on your credit and you owe the IRS, they have to be removed because they lost their contract with the IRS. And what that means is they cannot report on your credit. Hands down, no excuses. They got to go. Okay. Now, probably what's going to happen is if they are reported on your credit, it should fall off, but you should dispute it. Don't even wait for them. It may reappear because the IRS is now going to transfer that debt that was sent to those two guys. It goes back to the IRS, and then the IRS will send it to someone else who's now going to try to come after you. So instead of having two collections on your credit for the same debt, get that one off if you have Performant and Pioneer. Again, these are going to be in my story once I go off of live. But if they're on there, all you're going to do is a simple dispute so that they can go away. Okay. Also, if y'all need any information on a surety bond, if you're not sure you need a surety bonds are for anyone that has a professional business. Even if you do taxes, you should have a surety bond, sis, bruh. You should have it. If you clean houses, you need a surety bond. Anything you're fixing, you walking into somebody else's place, you got tools, whatever, you should cover yourself. I know y'all like, oh, I don't want to have to pay it. It's not that much. You can, if you have good credit, they're very cheap. If you got bad credit, it's going to cost you. Why? Because your credit tells these people, why should we cover this person when they live their life reckless? If you have bad credit, statistics say you are also a reckless person. You have bad credit, that means you also smoke. You have bad credit, you probably you take more risk. If you have bad credit, you don't pay your bills on time. This is what statistics say. If you have bad credit, you won't live long. Isn't that crazy? Why? Because they look at all of these things and they put all of this together and come up with a package of what they think you are. So if you're just somebody that fell on bad times or hard times, you don't want people thinking you reckless and irresponsible. So fix your credit and let your credit speak for you. All right. Now let me see these questions real quick. Her name is Dana Chanel. Y'all definitely need to go check it out. Her husband is Prince Donnell, and they are, Prince Donnell is not in hot water, but she is. Her sister, and her father. People have paid, and I looked at all of the amounts. She has railroaded some people out of some serious money, and for what? All she had to do was answer the phone and pay these people or give them a refund, and she wouldn't be here right now. So if you're a business owner, let me tell you, I know people get aggravated and they get on your nerves. Do not ignore them, because a person, especially a woman, you ignore her, you put her on red, or you leave her on block, she gonna go tell somebody. And these people actually got together and told the attorney general, and this is why she's where she is right now. So even if I don't want to talk to somebody, I'll screenshot it and come back to them later. I don't ignore my customers, and you should not either, especially when they done gave you the money. And I know some of y'all have gone through that. All right. So I'm just telling you, for my new entrepreneurs, please don't do it. All right. So tax season getting ready to come up. Let me tell y'all what y'all need to make sure y'all have. Now, y'all know y'all gonna have y'all W-2s. I already know y'all gonna have that. Make sure you got your 1099s. But if you have a IRS PIN, you can't get it now, but make sure you get your IRS PIN so that your taxes can be e-filed. That's probably the biggest thing that people do not have. You are also going to receive a letter in the mail telling you how much money you received in child tax credit payments. Please have that when you go to your tax preparer. Why? Because if you put the wrong numbers in, or you give them the wrong numbers, they put the wrong numbers in, now here goes a delay on your check. So please be on the lookout. It should start coming next month or in January. So make sure you keep that letter. Make sure you find out if you have a pen, and a lot of men do, especially individuals who are incarcerated. They have pens. A lot of guys do for some reason. I don't know, but it seems like all the fellas have pens on their credit, which not that credit, their taxes, and it keeps it blocked, and then they're unable to file their taxes through e-file, and they gotta wait. All right. And we're almost done. If you're in Florida, you can. This is crazy, y'all. I'm telling you, this one, COVID has done a lot. You can now cash checks in the post office. You need to find out if your post office will allow you, if your local post office is doing it. But you can now cash checks in the post office. You do not have to go to Amscot. You don't have to go to your local corner store. And it's the same $3 fee. You can also renew your vehicle registration in Publix if you live in Florida. You need to find out if your Publix does it. But I think that's very smart, because nobody have time to be waiting at the DMV trying to register their vehicle. You can go right in Publix, get you some groceries, some milk, some juice, and candy, and do your vehicle registration. So make sure you go and patronize Publix. That was very nice of them to do that. And if you're on TRICARE, anybody that's in the military, any military spouse, you cannot go to Walmart anymore. Walmart will not fill your prescriptions anymore if you are on TRICARE. They lost their contract, okay? So now that means you got to go everywhere else, CVS, Walgreens, wherever else you can go and fill them, but you cannot any longer go to Walgreens. Let me see. And also, if you're military, a DoD civilian, retired, or 100% disabled veteran, a Universal Studios just released a new annual pass you could use called the Freedom Pass, and it allows you to go to Universal Studios every day for a year, every single day. You and whoever other 6 people you add on there. They should be dependents, but you could pay, I think it's $199 to get in both parks. You could go every day. Or you can pay $235 and you go to both parks and the water park. So they actually have one now that's going on, but it ends at December 31st. But you now can purchase your new one for 2022, and you can get that at any base. You cannot buy that online, and you cannot buy that through Universal. You will have to get that through your local base, whatever base is closest to you. Most of them Air Force Base, military base, you will go and get that from them, okay? And also, if y'all don't know, if you live in the Orlando area, Disney is moving a lot of their employees, like 2,000 people from California are coming to the Orlando, Lake Nona area. And that probably doesn't sound like a lot, but that's a lot, because they're going to raise the rent for you individuals that live there now. And remember what I said about those low income housing? So now y'all gonna start living next to somebody you don't want to, because they got beat out in that rent. Okay, so be prepared to come across a whole lot more Karens, a whole lot of more Ray Rays. It's a whole bunch of people y'all ain't gonna want to live next to. Y'all gonna start living next to them. Okay, so got to get that credit right. And before y'all ask me about the EIDL for tax purposes, the grant, you don't have to report it. The PPP, you don't have to report it. The EIDL loan, you don't have to report it. So any of the money that you receive from the government during this pandemic, you don't report unless they send you a 1099. And that's if your state does. But if you got anything from the SBA or the bank, you don't have to report anything, okay? But if you get something from your state, some states are making individuals claim it. I haven't seen too many, but you might want to find that out from who you got your grant money from if you happen to get a grant. But do not worry about reporting any of that on your taxes, okay? And am I done? I went over the Miami thing. Hold on, y'all. Let me just check. Let me just check. Some of this we can FEMA's still doing their reimbursement if you know someone that has died of COVID. So please make sure y'all don't miss out on getting some of that money, because people still aren't claiming that. And I just don't know why. And so we have a lot of COVID deaths. And if y'all have not gotten your reimbursement from FEMA, then y'all are giving free money away to the government. And we don't want to do that, okay? Because they're going to be taking enough of it come 2023 when they start looking at everybody cash out. All right. So let me see if y'all have any questions before I go. Y'all know I'm trying to keep this to an hour. I also want to let y'all know, please ask your questions if you want to, but I want to let you guys know that I do have my Discord. It's finally set up. So if you don't know what a Discord is, it is like a chat room. It's bigger than a chat room. It's better than a chat room. I can have my classes in there because Facebook be tripping. We get to talk in there. All of these things that I find will be posted. Every article that I find that is of importance, everything is broken down into categories. So you can go and get your daily dose of what's important to you, your state, and your family. It's membership. Okay. It is $29.95. Okay. Definitely have to monetize what I'm doing because this actually takes up so much of my time, but I enjoy it. And if you enjoy what I give, or you want to be a part of it, you want to get some of this information on these grants, because see, I get information first. I don't have to give it out here for free, but I choose to. But if you're in my Discord group, you get it. And then we get to decide if or how much information we want to give out to other people. We will also be doing cryptocurrency. So I know a lot of y'all probably like, I don't know about it. I want to get into it. Well, now you can come over here and make mistakes. We can learn. I already have been successful with some, but I have, and she's watching. Hey, Allison. Allison is going to be on the in the Discord, and she is going to be also giving classes. So y'all just gotta log in, be online when she says be online, and go and find out how you can turn $50 into $5,000. She showed me her account and how people are lending and loaning and making so much money off of crypto. So some of y'all are probably like, I don't know what that is, but I know y'all got Cash App, and I know you see the Bitcoin on there. I know y'all got an extra $100 laying to the side. So put that aside and play with it. Get you something that's a couple cents. 20 cents, 25 cents. You could start with some of the cheap stuff and play around and see how it goes. So y'all, I will put that link out too from a Discord if y'all want to join. It's going to be all that. I'm just going to say it's going to be all that. And I'm really going to say too much else, but we got a lot of stuff going on in the group, and you will like it. So let me see if y'all had any questions for me real quick. Do you hear anything new about the homeowners fund? So I know y'all want to know about that homeowners fund, and I'm going to tell y'all right now, I went and checked that homeowners fund today because somebody actually asked me about that $10,000 for homeowners, and it is still the same. Y'all not happy with what is going on in your state? You need to contact your governor. Okay. Even Florida's not even doing it. The money's there. So I'm trying to figure out where the money went. The Treasury says they sent the money. So why don't if homeowners have it? These are the questions y'all need to be asking y'all congressmen. It don't take nothing but to send them a message online. Tell them I'm a homeowner. I'm struggling. I'm trying not to lose my house. Y'all got some money from the Treasury. Where is that? Where my 10,000? They said it was in the third stimulus package. They need to provide it. And no question, they need to provide it. So yes, y'all can ask me that. But y'all need to be asking them that. And maybe what I'll do is I'll draft a little verbiage. And if you need it, you could copy it and then you could paste it and send it to your governor to find out where the money. Okay. We need to see where it's at. It says I got my LLC, got my Duns and Sams. How do I get funded? Official ties, you need to hit me up. Let's do a little 30-minute. Let's talk about it. I will tell you. It depends. It's a lot to tell you how to get funded that quick. Thank you, Dammers. I appreciate it. And let's see. How do I hear? Okay, let me see. If you're interested, everybody should be interested in crypto. Okay. I don't even really want to go too much into it, but I'm telling y'all, this dollar bill is gonna go away. Okay. And some people gonna be hungry. And I know that sounds crazy to say that, but it's very possible that if you don't have some cryptocurrency, how you gonna buy? And y'all probably saying, oh, well, we don't need it. But a lot of y'all have virtual money right now. When the last time you cashed your paycheck and actually had the money in your hand? I'll wait. You haven't. They do direct deposit. That's virtual money. You go to the store, you swipe your debit card. That's virtual money. You can do the same thing with crypto. People are swiping their cards to get their haircuts. It's crypto. It's not even cash. You can buy tickets on Ticketmaster now through crypto. You can buy food at certain restaurants with crypto. So I don't know what else to say to get y'all to get in that mindset, but you definitely are going to want to, because you're going to start seeing more and more of it come the next 8-9 years until we hit our 10-year mark. And I bet you we're probably not going to have no more, or rarely have any more dollars. Okay. So again, I don't want to keep y'all. Let's do that. Let's see. Yes, you can book through the website. Hit the link in the bio, please. And we can talk. Also, if you want to do a credit review, it's only $20. Let's look at your credit. Let's see what's going on. I don't even have to fix it, but I can tell you what you need to do. Or you can get my DIY, you do it yourself credit repair book. You can also get that by hitting the link in the bio. If you don't want nobody to fix it, you private, you want to do your own thing, that's cool. I respect that. Plus, it might teach you a little something. Okay. Anybody want to get in credit repair business? It might teach you a little something. All right. Hey, Lakeisha, how you doing? It says, where's the rent assistance? The rent assistance is still around. It's our Florida, or you can dial 211 and find out what is available in your area. Okay. No, this is a whole new membership. So I've been trying to figure out what membership actually worked, and none of the other things I had before worked. The Discord is the best because it is actual rooms. We can actually talk. I can go live there, and I can post stuff there throughout the day, and I don't have to text you. You don't have to call. You don't have to join nothing but the Discord, and it comes. So you'll also know when I do my videos before I do my videos. And that's the videos for YouTube. You can give me suggestions on what you'd like to see. Plus, like I said, I'm going to hold my classes there. I don't have to charge individually for classes on YouTube anymore, because only the individuals who are in my Discord will see them. So if you want to know how to look yourself up, how to take your information offline, you want to know how to get rid of your mug shots. And it's a lot of mug shots. Y'all need to reach out to Suki, tag her, tell her I'll help her get her mug shot down. Okay. So there are a lot of things. I just don't want to put it out here because everybody doesn't need to know it. And the game is to be sold, not to be told. Okay. Information is free. My time is not. So when we have this Discord, this is our time to do crypto, all those things we want to do in our own nice little room privately. And you get that one-on-one help. You don't even have to do consultations no more. You got me right there. Okay. So, let's see. All right. Okay. So the rent assistance is not, we don't know if it's going to end. We don't know when it's going to end. We don't know any of that. All I know is right now, if you get Section 8, you can't find a place to stay. Very difficult. All right. So, all right, y'all. So I'm going to let y'all go. Y'all have a wonderful evening. I will still do, now that I have my Discord, now I'm all set up. I will now start going back live on Wednesdays and Fridays on TikTok. I will not be this long. I might be 15-20 minutes just to give y'all an update of what's going on. So you can catch me on TikTok Wednesdays and Fridays. And again, always on Mondays, where I try to stay a longer time to give you guys time to ask me questions and go down the line. So until then, I will see you guys next Monday. Please be blessed. Remember, if you want the link list, send me a message. I'm going to post everything I went over in the story And if you want to join that Discord, hit me up, okay? So we can get in here. All right. We even got an IT guy. Alfonso, if you're still watching, Alfonso is our IT guy. So we got a whole lot of stuff going on. Very excited about the Discord. Now you can get the help from the people you need to help you to get your business going, to get your credit right, to get your business credit set up. Basically, just get your whole life together, okay? So, yeah, that's it. So I will see y'all. The link is in the bio. The link is in the bio on TikTok. I do not know how to post on here, but the link is in the bio. Okay. So I will talk to you guys next Monday. And if you need anything, y'all know how to reach me. And I guess I'll just talk to y'all then. Okay. Bye, y'all. Take care.